I'm Jo Moores and welcome to the Jo Yoga Life Diaries. Here at my podcast, we discuss life yogically, as a parent, as a girlfriend, as a sister, as a friend, and we just talk about the ups and downs of life and how we can live a better, more spiritually aware lifestyle. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, a children's yoga teacher, a mama, and I'm the founder of the Kundalini Connections online yoga studio. Enjoy the show. Hello, welcome to this episode of the Jo Yoga Life Diaries. And before we get into today's topic, I want to share with you that we're doing a retreat this year. So retreats are back on, very excited, and I'm running one in the UK in the beautiful Lincolnshire countryside at Perugia Retreats, just outside of Navenby in Lincolnshire. It's absolutely beautiful. The accommodation are biodomes. It's all very eco-friendly. Every biodome has got this lovely wood-fired hot tub and outside hot and cold running water for showers. There's going to be vegan food all weekend. Obviously, lots of yoga. There's going to be Kundalini yoga, of course. There's also Hatha yoga provided by KP Mind and Body, and both myself and Kelsey, who runs KP Mind and Body, we are going to be holding meditations. There'll be a little dance ceremony, maybe a drum circle, because there's this beautiful sundial, so we're going to be there for sunset. I just can't wait. It's going to be so lovely to be able to connect again, to be able to be in such a beautiful space. It's about resetting, nourishing the soul, having some share time, having some downtime, and just reconnecting. It's called Wellness in the Wild. But please don't be fooled that we're going to be going wild, because we are going to be all about the nurture. It's just going to be absolutely beautiful. It's on the 3rd to the 5th of June. You can book at realjoyoga.com/retreats. That's realjoyoga.com/retreats. I'll put the link in the show notes for you anyway, but please do come and join us. It's going to be beautiful. Anyway, let's move on to today's episode. So it's been a while, actually. I've been on a little bit of a bit of a recharge, a reset for myself. March was a really funny month for me. I had a lot going on. I was best woman for my brother who got married on the 1st of April. That took up a lot of my energy and time. We had a stag do to organise. Then, of course, there was a lot to organise for the actual wedding and getting a speech right and things like that. And then second to that, the theatre academy that I run have got their first show opening this week. So that hasn't happened yet. It will be going just as this episode goes live, will be our first day. That has been taking up massive amount of my energy and time as well, because we only get to rehearse for a couple of hours a week, and it's a big thing. This is our debut show, and we want people to see what we're all about. So there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure, and then add to that, one of the children had to pull out, unfortunately, at the last minute. So I have now had to jump in, and I'm frantically learning lines. So it's a bit crazy. And then I obviously got COVID. So I had a week where I was really, really poorly. And if any of you saw me on Instagram, I did make it onto Instagram a few days into the COVID situation, and my lips just exploded with cold sores. I don't know how many I had. I couldn't even tell where my lip line was anymore. I looked awful. It was such a mess. And that really knocked me for six. I found it difficult to get back into work. I found it hard to focus. I still find it quite difficult to focus. And yeah, just comment and share if you've felt the same. It was the whole of March really was about just feeling quite pressured, feeling quite stressed. And then I was ill right in the middle of it all as well. And so I'm kind of seeing March as a little bit of like a sort of, it took me to my limits. And in actual fact, my stepdaughter Kelsey and I, as I say, we're running this retreat. We went up to the venue a few weeks ago, and we were sat in the dome where we're going to be holding the yoga classes, looking out over this beautiful meadow. We just talked about stuff, just about how we felt that there was some weird pull on the universe at the moment. So one minute you feel like you're really good and everything's okay and you're sort of flowing along with it all, and then the next minute you're up against it and you're challenged and it's hard. And I just felt this constant kind of push-pull thing. When you look at the news and everything as well, and we look at, okay, we were coming out of the COVID thing, even though it seems a lot more, it's prevalent at the moment, isn't it? It's everywhere. Everyone knows. So, in fact, my friend, she said, we know more people who've got it than haven't at the moment. I mean, that's serious, isn't it? We know COVID's still there, but the fact that restrictions were being lifted and we could travel again, and we could, we were able to have the wedding, and we were able to have 100 people there, and that kind of thing was a real celebration and a real kind of like freeing feeling. But then on the other side of that, we have the devastating things that are happening in Eastern Europe at the moment, and we've got friends here who are taking in Ukrainian families, and there's this other kind of resistance against freedom. So on one side we've got this really wonderful, like, yeah, we're free, we're good, and then you've got the other side reminding us that actually, come on, not everybody is free. This is a real tough time, and these are two massive extremes. And so I feel there's this push, I feel there's this conflicting energy going on, and I think that's a lot of what I feel, but I feel it in a kind of a microcosm kind of way. So I can go through it 3 or 4 times a day. I can feel great and then rubbish, and then great and then rubbish. And as I talk to friends about this, they're saying, yeah, I'm the same. And it's weird. I've gone through a bit of a sort of a rethink of my career and stuff over the last 6 weeks, and relaunched myself to do blogging and VA work and support other yoga teachers rather than extend my yoga teaching, because my Kundalini Connection studio is busy and I love serving that, and I love serving the children and going out and teaching in schools, but actually setting up more classes is not on my radar at the moment. That's not where I want to be channeling my energies. I want to be channeling my energies towards writing and supporting others. That's why I've kind of had this big rethink, and this big rethink has took off. I've been contacted by quite a few yoga teachers, a big yoga school in India, and just asking for my support. And it's just like, wow, it's clearly something that's massively in alignment with me, and that's obviously what I should be doing. And then straight away you get that, that kind of resistance, that imposter syndrome. It's like, should you be doing that, or should you be using your teaching skills? And all of these crazy thoughts come up, and I just feel that the universe is testing us for some big leap, for something that's going to happen. This is what I often feel, is when I feel like I'm really up against a brick wall, there's going to be some kind of leap happening, and I'm pretty certain it's going to be the supporting people, the VA work and the blogging. That's my big leap. That's where I'm heading. So if you're feeling that at the moment, if you're feeling resistance in some areas, you're feeling very up and down, where could your big leap be coming? Where could something be changing? Where could something, have a look at that, because things don't always just happen. Energies are energies, and they are moving around and testing us for a purpose. So, what's going on? What's big in your life that might be changing at the moment? And then other than that, it's just kind of let's go with the flow. So I'm having to update my yoga practice and my meditation practice, and making sure I keep on top of that. And my self-care is on point when I'm feeling like this, especially as I've felt a little bit ropey. So I need to make sure that my diet's good, my food is good. I've also put something on the back burner. I'm going to be running the Great North Run later this year, and I'd started to get back to running, but since the last few weeks I've thought, no, actually they're not my priority. That's not my priority. My priority is the Youth Academy, making sure I get some meditation done, and making sure that I am serving my clients properly. And so that's what I've been doing. That's, I've actually put the running on the back burner for the moment, and there will be time for that over the summer. That will come, I know. So it's been a bit of a reevaluation time, which is why there hasn't been any podcasts for a few weeks. But we're going to get back into it. We're going to get back to the episodes. I'm going to be bringing you meditations. Obviously, discussions always. Please just send me questions or any topics you want covering, maybe about conscious parenting or about yoga, about meditation, about anything, and let's have a little chat about it. But for now, I really wish you all the love in the world, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode today. Please feel free to leave a review. That's how we share the love, share the magic. And please feel free to share this episode. If you want any more from me and you want to practice with me, then go to realjoyoga.com and get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you for listening. With all my love and light, I'll see you next time.